Yeehaw! Hang 'em high.
Devil wants his pound of flesh. Devil wants his due. Devil wants the fire you stole. Devil coming for you. God in heaven, turn away. God in heaven, sleep. God in heaven won't hear your prayer. Won't hear you weep. Hey, sinner, it's judgment day. Feel the heat of hellfire, but it's too late. Hey, sinner, it's judgment day. You're out of time to walk the line. It's judgment day. Saints of glory, take up sword. Saints of glory, sing. Strike the sinner, strike the proud. This is judgment day. Hey, sinner, it's judgment day. Feel the heat of hellfire, but it's too late. Hey, sinner, it's judgment day. You're out of time to walk the line. It's judgment day. You're out of time to walk the line. It's judgment day.
Wow. Hold on. Where's that video at? I just can't believe that was Shift Kicker singing that song.
Not.
Wow.
Well, hello there.
Good mid-morning. How you doing? And high noon for the
Um,
Eastern Coasters.
Yep. B. Mitch, Lucky James, Ella, Big Grove.
Yeah. Good to see you. Grow big, Joe, back again. He was here. He was here twice this morning.
Awesome.
And then there's
Lewis, the Marshmallow Man.
Lewis. Still waiting to see him on the new Ghostbusters movie. Coming to a
Uh,
theater near you. How you doing, B Mitch? Good to see you. Lucky James Eller. How you doing?
Pat Evans, wish your daughter a happy birthday from me.
Oh, okay. Watching on the TV. You're interested in what we have to say. Well, Shift, what do you have to say? Hey, Pat Evans, welcome back. Yep, it's her daughter's birthday, so
What do
we
I have?
had the opening song sung by Shift Kicker, so called Judgment Day, and now she's gonna sing Happy Birthday to Pat Evans' daughter. Go ahead.
Oh, no, 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 no. I don't sing.
Come on, you can
Not,
do it. Come
no.
on.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Pat Evans' daughter. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Okay, that's about it. That's all you're
Yep.
getting.
And that was great. You sounded just like the song on Judgment Day. Of course, you're a little scratchy on the Judgment Day one. So I think you smoked like a pack of cigarettes, and then I had like half a cup of coffee.
I see.
Yeah, that's okay. My fingers were in traction trying to play the guitar for you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So Shiv wanted to know why I had the Hangman up there, and now she knows because I had it in my mind to play that song, and I our first high noon yesterday, and the second one, you can't have high noon without it hanging. We ain't gonna have
This
a
is
shootout.
true.
Yeah. And yes, I am working on another entrance video that shows Shift Kicker on a horse.
Oh,
So
hell.
yeah,
I
so
like
yeah.
my iron horse best, just to tell you.
No, I know. But I do have clips for the Iron Horse Saloon too.
Oh, no.
And I'm not gonna say if Shift Kicker's dancing on the bar or not, but if I put it in the video,
What?
then you can look at it and you can make up your mind if that's her actually dancing on the bar or not. But there won't be no song called Jose Cuervo, you are a friend of mine. Nah, I won't be playing. That'd be copyrighted. So let's see. He wants to know. Well, I think Lucky James is a male. Uh,
Well, of course he is.
well, I mean, I've known girls named James, and they say, "Don't call me James, call me Jamie." My dad wanted a boy, so but, you know. So he wants to hear what we have to say if we got anything interesting. You got anything interesting?
Uh, Not right at the moment. I don't, but other than it's a good time for a cup of coffee.
Yeah. All right, let me
Yep.
tell you a story about a woman I know. When it comes
Uh-oh.
to Women's Wednesdays, she takes down the show.
Ooh, let's hope so.
Yeah,
I think I have a very good topic for tomorrow, so you'll have to
yeah,
join
but
us.
you got
And guys are definitely welcome in chat.
this.
So
Yeah, how do I pull it? This stream is sponsored by Women's Wednesday with hostess Shift Kicker. Will be tomorrow at 11:30 Central.
intro. Yep.
Yeah, she has a special guest. I can't meow you about it, but hey, you'll figure it out. And
Yep.
yeah, no, I did ask for a special guest today, and they may be sleeping, but I didn't want to put no pressure on them. So
And we may have another guest too, because I invited that one too. So we'll
yeah, I think
see.
everybody's finding it out that one's not special anymore
Oh, well,
because he's always late and he forgets the nuggies.
yeah, well, he may be sleeping, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I do know
yeah,
he drives tonight, so
yeah.
yeah.
So let's see. I'm all storied out, but I can cover what we talked about this morning.
You're all storied out.
Yeah. Well, remember yesterday you
Well,
talked about
yes,
the 3 days of darkness, right?
yeah.
Well, during the same time frame, we have a cosmic visitor called the Devil's Comet coming to visit us. It's going to be a little late, a little bit after the 8th, but yeah. It kind of goes with the story because they dropped that like late afternoon after I warned everybody that people are going to start dropping 17, and I'll repeat 17 videos on the 3 days of darkness dropped yesterday after I warned everybody that they're going to start. Now I'm just waiting for MSM to start dropping theirs next because, yeah. But, I said in that story that on one of the religious beliefs, the 3 days of darkness, the demons are going to be going around outside. That's why you stay inside the house with your holy candles, because that's the only way you can be able to see anything. Is if you have a holy candle, nothing else is going to work. And the demon spirit's going to be everywhere attacking and all that other stuff. Well, who's the boss of the demons? It's the devil. And lo and behold, now the devil's comet is going to be coming by. No, I'm just covering for the ones that weren't there. Be charming. Calm down.
What?
Just because you
Again?
showed up.
Hey, B.
You know. And let's see. The other story was NASA hired some professor from the University of Arizona, and yeah, he's getting paid to form a team and study this big old freaking asteroid that's bigger than the Empire State Building to find out what it's made of and all that to find a way to deflect it. But this big old asteroid's not going to hit us like till like 2170 something on September 24th. So, like, yeah, let's
Supposedly.
spend billions of dollars now, and we won't be around another 140 years, you know.
Yeah, and it's a supposedly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so needless outside stuff like that. Yep. So I just
Oh,
figured I'd
oh,
cover that one too.
speaking of outside,
Oh,
it's a balmy 42 degrees here, and come Wednesday night, I got snow in my forecast all the way till Friday. You
yep.
heard that right. Snow. What the hey?
Good morning, West Texas Stacker, and Joe saying Devil's Commit will have a Bud Light logo on. Oh, I believe it. Yep,
Yep, definitely.
yep. But yeah, that snow you're getting.
Yep. Yeah, what about it?
Yesterday we were on Brad's when Meg was being a meanie to me, and I promised her snow.
Yeah,
Yeah, so blame Meg. That's all I gotta say. She's still a non-believer, and when she starts getting that snow, she's gonna be pissed, and she's gonna have to look in the mirror and say it's your fault when she's looking right in the mirror. Because yeah, I don't like
but she'll
playing
blame
around
you.
and doing snow too much, especially because today is the first calendar day of spring. Dun, dun,
Yup,
dun. But like I've said before, yeah, 95
yup.
more subs. I don't know if I'll be able to do it or not, but hey, thanks for reminding us, Texas Stecker.
That's okay. We'll get him there.
Yeah.
He gets a good shout out tonight for me on TNT. Right? It's already in the works.
Yeah, I want the dirt on the celebration you're having next month. And
Nope,
then I
not
got a
till the
question.
first.
No, we don't have a day.
I do, but it's I'm not. Nothing's coming out of my mouth till the first because I'm waiting on certain things, and things have to align first. Yep, before I set a date. So yep, but I am planning a 1K party for next month. What day? I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, I guarantee it's going to be after the 8th, and we might not be here. Hey, Lady D, welcome back.
Lady Gaga status. Hello, hello. I'm glad you came back and joined this one. So I get
But,
to see you too.
yeah, but since Ship wasn't there, I was covering the story she covered this morning, just in a faster version, and because B Charming doesn't have patience, so. But one I am going to take time on for is Shift. Very interesting one. West Coast.
What's
You know the
Yep,
volcanoes have been telling about on the West Coast?
yep.
They're predicting that some of them are going to go off. Probably around the time of that lunar eclipse.
Well, you
That's
you,
how,
you think the sun is talking to the earth or what?
well, scientists don't believe that the sun affects the earth the way it does, but, hey,
Dun dun
we've been having
dun.
earthquakes on the moon. Every time we've had one of those CMEs go off in the sun, the moon's been freaking cracking. So, hey, I don't know. So it doesn't look good for the West Coast if those underwater volcanoes go off. And needless to say, all those underground bunkers that the billionaires are building in Hawaii, those volcanoes go off, yeah, Hawaii's going to get hit with a good tsunami. That's all I'm going to say on that part. So
Yep. True
hopefully
that.
they got some backup, because once Hawaii is underwater, guess what? They ain't gonna have no place else to go.
Yep. Well, the one thing I learned last night is that we have what do we want to call them? I don't know if you call them migrants or whatever, the immigrants coming
All
into
the
different states.
non-citizens, yeah, the
Yeah,
non-citizens.
non-citizens. There you
Yep.
go. Coming into the states and buying over-the-counter meds that they don't know how to use, such as Benadryl for one,
Yeah,
and
because they can't read English.
giving it to small babies and overdosing them, and they are dying.
I think they're
Not
doing
just
that on purpose. I really
not
hate to
just
say it.
small babies, but you know, kids, from 2 and under.
You know, like I said, I think they're doing it on purpose, because they don't have to feed or take care of the baby afterwards, and the baby was the ticket to get them in the country. So think about it.
It could be.
I'll sit on this
It could
table with
be.
a
All I
White
know
Claw
is it's
saying, "Prove
pretty
me
dang
wrong."
sad.
You know, when the death
Pretty
rate of those
sad.
babies is really high, yeah.
Well, they had in 4 days that I know of, they said they had 12 infant overdoses
You know,
of different cold medications.
you know, yep, and
That's a lot.
yeah, and these people can't be this stupid. You go to a pharmacy, you can ask the pharmacist. Normally, they'll have somebody speaking Spanish there.
Yeah, but if they're not Spanish speaking,
Well, then they fucked themselves. Well, excuse the French, but they did, because
I'm
they
just
should know
saying
all
some of them were
pharmacies should
not
always,
Spanish. Yep.
right?
Yep. They should
Yeah.
have someone that can translate for all languages, but they do not.
Well, they could
And
have a phone number that the pharmacist calls for whatever language, and then they let them talk on speaker to the person. But
yeah, that's a
I
good
mean,
idea.
most hospitals have more than multilingual people in their hospital that speak certain languages
Yep.
for people. And
Nope.
it's a sad
This
day
is
that
true.
they
They
got to
do.
do that, because the DMVs don't. They just have all the freaking paper tests in different languages, which I think is bullshit. Because all the street
Yep.
signs and all that aren't multi-language. Think about it.
But 12 in 4 days. Holy buckets. I mean,
You know,
that was from ages 2 and under being given either adult medications or too much
you know,
of a kid's, even a kid's dose.
you know,
That's, yeah,
you know. Well, the bad
that's
thing
not
is that
right.
in Detroit, they're already coming out with stories. The measles epidemic is so bad in Detroit from all the non-citizens. Fuck it, I'm still going to call them illegals. Till they go to court and the judge says, yeah, you have an asylum case, you're an illegal. Because, you haven't proven shit to me that it's so bad in your country you had to come over here. If you're just happy to
Yep.
get away from the thing, then you wouldn't take the money and all the free shit.
Agreed.
So,
I
but yeah.
agree. 100%.
So, hey, let's celebrate and say congratulations, Boot Scootin' Putin.
What?
Yep, he's president again for another 6 years. Will he make it? I don't think so.
Not with his health issues. I don't think so either. But,
Yeah, I think somebody's
it
got to
is
take
what it
him
is.
out. Yep.
Well, I'm just going based on what health issues have been reported with him.
Well,
Just like Charles, he's not going to make it.
yeah. Well, we're hearing reports of somebody that Charles died, but I
Yeah,
guess those
well,
are fake reports. I don't know. It doesn't matter. He's already got 2 feet in the grave. He might as well just go. He's going to get his little funeral procession as the shortest lived king. There's no
yep.
way he's going to make it to the longest living king. So, Because you know who's got that record? Jesus Christ has that record.
Amen.
There you
Fact.
go. Mm-hmm. So,
The snake story. Yep.
yeah.
Instead of the fake story, it's the snake story. Oh my goodness.
Oh, sorry. Pollen's really high today. Ooh, man,
Oh,
this
I thought you were coughing a fur ball.
no,
With Tim being watching Tim.
no,
That can happen.
no. I'm gonna have to take a early evening nap tonight just to make it to
Uh-uh.
tens tonight. So,
Yep.
because
I'm hoping I'll be there. I don't know. You never know what's going to happen during the day
yeah,
or the night.
you know,
Yep.
because did the morning stream and I even had some West Coasters and they said it was way too freaking early. Only what the fuck? It was only freaking. I think it was like 7:20 when I started. I started really early, but it wasn't as early as I normally did. And I'm like, hey, it's too early for the West Coast. Well, I didn't tell you to come join us.
Yeah,
Their
but we don't
asses
like
were
to
up.
miss you, Trust.
Don't complain. If your ass is up and you join us, don't complain to me it's too early. I didn't tell you to get up. I warned everybody
Right?
yesterday I'm doing the early one for the ones that get up early that might not make it to this noon show. Trying to be nice. And I was talking about the East Coasters because they got to get ready and they got to go work. While the West Coast is still sleeping, the East Coast is already working. Yeah.
True.
Yeah. No, I
True,
think they're
true,
just doing that
true.
because I was complaining about the West Coast streams going on too late. So I think it was just retribution. They're trying to get back at me.
You think?
Yeah, probably. And I bet Lady
Yeah,
D's
well,
sitting there with
I
her
think
feet up
Grow
on her
Big
desk.
TV goes live tonight too, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know, Joe.
Who, Joe?
Yeah, Grow Big. I think they
Yeah.
go live tonight.
Yeah, he always goes live on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yep.
And I didn't do my homework, Joe. So you can slap me around because I told them I was going to do my homework to find out who's interviewing and all that tonight, and I didn't. I took that
Yep, he does.
20-minute nap that I told you about shift instead.
Ah.
See, 8 p.m. Lucky James was at the 5 a.m. Eastern. Hey, Ronald.
I know,
Nice to
Ron.
see you. Yeah. I pick on the West Coast a lot. Nothing bad about it. Some people get butthurt, but. Why are you on YouTube if you get easily butthurt? That's all I got to ask because.
I don't know. Because the thing is it doesn't matter what you do or put out on YouTube, you're going to have haters. And if you have haters, you made it. That's how I
Yeah.
look at it.
Well, the way I tell my kids and all the other kids growing up now. Yeah, I covered Earth on the eclipse this morning stream about 10 minutes ago, yesterday's stream, and I've already been told to stop talking about it because I've talked about it too much. So, but one thing I did mention this morning was there's a lot more schools shutting down during that period.
Yep. James Eller is in Detroit.
Awesome. Well, keep your head on the swivel there. I've never been to Detroit. My parents had, and they told me about it when they got back pictures and all that other stuff. But yeah, I'm pretty sure after 30, 40 years, it's changed and gotten a whole lot worse. And I blame the politicians. If we had true politicians back then, we probably wouldn't have half the problems we do in Detroit now. So, yeah.
Ooh, I
Electro
like this.
gardening and microgreens and soil health interview. Yeah. No, man, you just stole mine. I was going to do a story about the dirt on Thursday. Now I can't talk about the dirt. No, I can still.
Yeah, part of the reason they're closing is because they're expecting, from what I read, from what these governors are saying, they're closing businesses during the darkest parts of the eclipse to prevent looting.
Yeah, and the safety of the kids getting run over and all that other stuff. So if you're a parent and you're at work and your kids are staying home, tell them not to go out.
And
They
grow big.
close
I
this.
am harvesting my mung beans that I grow in a jar today. Yep.
Yeah,
I do microgreens all the time.
yeah. Yeah, mostly all the places are closing is where the eclipse is going over, where it's going to be totality darkness.
Yep.
Up to the 80%. I think where I'm at, it's going to be close to 80%. It's not going to be complete darkness here, but hey, like I
Yep.
said, prepare for the worst and hope for the best.
Yeah. If I end up having to mute, it's because I have something I got to do right away.
Mm-hmm.
So in a few minutes, I may have to go, bloop, but I'll be back.
Yep. And then I'll play a commercial called After These Messages.
It is, but say I grow the microgreens too, like alfalfa and other things in a jar. Now the mung beans are sprouts, but the other ones are actually microgreens, and you can grow them in a jar.
Jay
Goldsmith
Spokes.
Farmer.
And I agree with you, Life Bobby. They're going to loot anyway. Yep. And needless to say, more stores are closing because of the frickin' looting. Don't these looters realize once you frickin' looted too many stores, they're all going to leave? And then you're not going to have no stores to loot. Where are you going to get your free stuff at? I tell you, it doesn't matter what law. You break into somebody's house or their home, you're going to try to take their TV, they're going to give you a 2-for-1 sale because they're going to learn from Zombieland. You double tap. Hey, I'm just saying. I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. That's all I got to say. I guarantee you can find 12 people you pick for a jury selection that will side with you. The sucker was uninvited. He came in. Oh my God, I feared for my life. And my finger freaking was, shaking, and it pulled the trigger, and the dude fell down. And it just happened to be a double barrel, so it got double tapped. Yeah. Hey, I learned something from the riots in the O.J. Simpson trial. Yeah. The Dream Team taught us a lot. Always make your hand wider by stretching out the fingers when you're trying to put on the glove. Yeah. So it makes it appear that it won't fit. Yeah. 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 Well, they could close other businesses, but you know what? They're still going to break in and steal the shit. Once I learned about the LA riots, the Chinese don't play. They'll get on the rooftops and shoot you. I still remember that shit.
Agreed. Not anymore. There's not.
Yeah. I'd have some weird
They got
questions to ask the jury for the selection. I'd really take out a lot of those wackos. Yeah.
agreed. It does smell fishy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this, the only thing they can do is call the police afterwards, get the information of the vehicle that they got into and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which is really sad.
Yeah. See, that's why when you have a double barrel shotgun, you get a magic marker and you write on both your shells. One you put Murphy's Law. On the other one you put karma. You shoot them with Murphy's Law first, and then you let karma take over on the second shot. Enough said. Your Honor, they had a 1 in 3 chance of making it out of my house. They didn't make it.
Yep.
Yep.
Kind of craziness. That's all I can say.
Yep. And you can see a lot of the videos now on TikTok and the shorts on YouTube of people stealing shit and trying to run away, and the security guards trying to catch them, all that other crap. Yeah, it's on there now. That's how widespread, and it's all over the place.
That's pretty sad. And
Yeah,
it's only going to get worse.
yeah. Well, I've already seen warnings of people, if you're working in your yard, be strapped. Because
See,
there's
even
groups out there
completely
that said they're
dead.
going to start attacking anybody and everybody.
Yes, the completely desperate part, it would have to be life or death for me to steal.
Well,
I'm just saying. Mine or a family member's life or death for me to steal. Yep.
well,
Not just because I'm going without something.
well,
Hmm.
I don't know. Back in the Depression days, they had sage, what do you call it? Stagecoach soup or
Yep.
sage something soup. You know, the sage
Well,
frostigators.
yep. Well, and the other thing, they're not just selling to the vendors. They post on Facebook Marketplace. They go on eBay.
Yep.
Uh-huh. And they sell it,
Yep.
which is sad because I know somebody who bought something off of Facebook Marketplace, went and picked it up, and then 2 days later they had the police show up at their house
Mm-hmm.
because they purchased stolen goods. Yep.
Yep. See, like here, anybody wants to do anything with Marketplace, even the police
And they
here
just
say,
turned over the items that they purchased and everything was good, but they still had to deal with that, having the police come to their house and all of that.
yep. It's our police department, they have an area in their parking lot, and they tell everybody, if you're going to buy anything from Marketplace, do it in front of our parking lot. If the vendor doesn't want to show up with the item to sell it to a person in front of the police station, then yeah, more chances than anything the shit's stolen. Or of course it's like a refrigerator or something, but
Yeah, these were car parts.
yeah.
So, yep.
Because if you
Nope,
see
that's a
something
fact.
and you question, you can just walk into the police department, say, "Hey, can you run this and tell me if this is legit?" And they got it all on video anyway. So if the guy tries to run away, they already got the freaking face, they got the vehicle, everything. So at that point, hey, they just hung themselves. And it's safer too, because they're going to try to rob you. They got to do with all the cameras and cops around.
True that.
Because
Good
our cops
idea.
shoot. Yeah, our cops shoot. Yeah, they don't want to be on the news that they're intensive care and not making it. Somebody wants to pull out a gun, they're going to shoot them first. Then they'll read them the rights as they're dying. But like, son, I ain't no priest. You want rights? I'll give you your rights. You have the right to remain silent before you die. And so you say we'll be held
All right,
against you in the court of
cowboy.
God. Yep. Then you got to think about it. Hell, you're lucky you don't live in Russia. The cops shoot you first, then question you over your dead body as they plant their evidence on your freaking house.
I don't know.
Yeah. But, people rag on our police cowboys, but have you ever seen anybody outrun a cop on a horse? And I'm not talking about New York City cops. Those are real freaking cowboys. Go try to find a video where a perpetrator tried to run from the cops and there's a cop on a horse. That horse is going to run his ass over and knock him down. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
Yeah. So if you see a cop on a horse and you're a criminal, you know better than to run. because they'll let the horse trample your ass, and then you ain't walking for a while. You will not outrun a horse. So, I saw a thing that they're trying to pass the law now. You know, a couple of weeks ago, I was talking about mandatory DNA for kids
Yeah.
being born.
Yes.
Yeah, one or two states. I'm going to have y'all do your own research, but I'm not going to mention the states. One or two states have passed it. And now, if the woman is trying to claim that the man is the father, and the DNA test comes back that the man wasn't the father, they're prosecuting the mom for fraud. It's a felony in these two states. Think about it. So you little hoes out there that like to cheat on your hubbies, boyfriends, and all that, and try to freaking fandangle somebody to support your evil ways, the reckoning is starting. I love it.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, it's how it should be, you know.
you know. And I think most men wouldn't have a problem supporting the kids if they knew they were theirs. But you know how much it takes in order to get a freaking DNA test done after the kid's born? It takes a lot. It really does. The guy could go broke trying to just get a DNA test.
Unless it's under mutual consent.
Yeah, most of the time the lady won't consent because we already know it's not the guy's kid. That's why it takes a lot. And it's very frustrating for the male. And then the
Oh
lady wants
yeah.
to go on TikTok and everywhere else. Oh, he's a deadbeat dad. He won't pay. Well, you know, when you hear that from a woman, it's because the kid isn't theirs, period. First question you should be asking, well, why don't you get him to volunteer for a DNA test? He can get court ordered to do one, which is stupid. The male can get court ordered to do a DNA test, but the female can't, which I think is bullshit. So, yeah. But I love it. A woman wants to freaking try to do fraud. They're going to get her for a felony. She's doing jail time. Yeah. You want to be a hoe? Be a hoe in prison.
Yeah. Well, I've seen it happen more than once.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I went through it with my oldest son,
Yeah.
and it wasn't his. And I mean, we knew it couldn't have been only because of when she supposedly got pregnant too. You
Yeah.
know, I like, wait, Well, she's swearing up and down. So he did have to go, you know, it was under mutual consent, thank goodness. So he just had to go get his mouth swabbed, and yep, it came back. It wasn't.
Yeah.
Cheshire, hello, sweetheart, from Ireland.
No, be charming. Not for the woman to do the DNA test to prove. She should be ordered to allow the DNA test to go through.
Yep.
Because women, they could just say, "Nope, you're not going to do a DNA test of my baby," and the court has to listen to it. And the father has to keep on, either to prove he is the father or not the father. I spent thousands of dollars through the court system trying to get a DNA test done. And if the woman wants the DNA test done, all the court has to do is order the male to do it or go to jail. So it should be the same way too. If the females say no and the guy wants it done, order the female to do it, or the kid goes into protective services and the lady goes to jail till she does. She allows the DNA test on the child. It's
Makes
only
sense.
fair. It's only
I
fair.
agree.
Hey Cheshire, how you doing? Saying they are men out there that'll take care of other people's kids as long as they know, you know, without a doubt, there's somebody else's kids. There are guys out there that do that, but the woman's got to be completely upfront with it. Now, if there's 17 kids from 17 different fathers, yeah, there's probably a question. You ain't gonna find a male want to take care of all those kids for some lady. And the ladies that think they're going to find some millionaire, billionaire is going to take care of her and her kids. Yeah, I don't think so. You know, these delusional women got to realize you spread your legs, you got to pay for it. And there's a lot of women out there that think that they have a right not to tell people who the father is. So, yeah. Well, then, our system has a right to deny you freaking child care for your kid right off the bat. You can't support all your kids because you spread your legs open. You don't want to say who the father is. Then guess what? We ain't supporting you. You can't take care of your kids. Your kids take away, put into the adoptive system. There's plenty of people out there that can't have kids or willing to adopt. But that's so cruel on the mom. No, the cruelty's from the mom. There's plenty of women out there that have shown they're more vicious to kids that they want and they abandon them and everything else. Look at the last 5 years, there's more women have killed their kids one way or the other, and neglected them and everything else than the father has. Yeah. Do the research. Come back at me when you think you found differently. I keep track of a lot of these weird shits. Yep, be charming. Those are few and far between. Most males will take a DNA test, especially they know it couldn't have been them. But the women will fight like hell. Nope, you can't test my child. Yep, exactly. When that woman is claiming he's the father, then he should have a right to stop her from having an abortion. Oh, I know, be charming. I agree with you on that one. I would love to see a judge go, nope, you're not getting divorced. You're going to do 5 years of counseling while you live together. Period. And after 5 years of freaking counseling twice a week, if you can't make things work, then I'll grant you a divorce. Yeah, you torture them,
Yeah.
because you got to look at it. 60 to 70% of divorces are all filed with women. And everything's coming out on why the women do it. They just want to change up. They want to marry up. They think they're going to get better, this or that. And then all it's doing is destroying the families. They're being selfish. Women have forgotten their freaking role thanks to certain feminist groups that women, your natural biology is to be a mom, you know?
Ginger Ninja, there's a lot of good men out there that do just that. They take on that role, even knowing that they're not their children
You know, as long as they
or
know
the
they're not
kids.
their children, don't try to lie to them that there is. And.
And that's the point I was trying to make. Thanks, Trust.
Yep,
Yep.
yep. Because, both
Because
of you
my one
blonde hair.
brother-in-law is definitely not my niece and nephew's dad. But you know what? He was the best dad they could have had ever.
Well,
And that's a fact. But he knew they weren't his.
yeah.
Even my niece, he was there when she was born and he knew that she wasn't his right away. My sister told him.
Bobby, it's fine. A person's going to try anything. And it's okay if you don't succeed the way you wanted it done. Sometimes you have to look at the expectations are too high, you know. But you learn from the mistakes and keep moving and becoming better. That's the whole thing. You didn't fail.
Nope.
You attempted and it didn't work, but you just keep trying and improve on the
That's it.
process. That's all it is. That's why we're not perfect human beings.
Nope.
You know. See, and the biggest thing a man wants, he wants a home life. He wants it stable. He knows kids are not going to make it stable. It's going to be all erratic with kids. But when you're blonde hair, blue eyed, and your wife is too, and the kid comes out with red hair, green eyes, and there's no Irish traits or Scottish traits, any of the DNA family, yeah, you know somebody cheated. And you know it ain't the male. So it all comes down to the female. Sorry. Hey, vote
Good
for
morning,
Pedro.
vote for Pedro.
You
As
know?
long as you're in here, Mr. Pedro, I need your email.
Mm-hmm. So in
Mine's
order to
underneath
get
my
their
name.
email her at shiftkicker92@yahoo.com. It's right there underneath her non-pictured meme. Google took away your
Yep.
picture.
But I see it. It's
I
not
don't
there.
see
I'll
it.
come back. I'll fix it.
Oh, it ain't no big thing. I'm used to seeing that white dot. But yeah. So don't get me wrong. You know, I rag on people and I'm harder on women because I expect more from women. If you're the calmer, stronger, you know, sex in the world. Hey, William H., good afternoon. I expect more from you.
Is it
And
back?
when the female race is failing, I'm going to bring it out. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and go, well, only some. You should already be knowing that you're the smarter group. Should know it's not. I'm not talking about you. I'm not all. I know all women aren't like that.
Good afternoon, William H. Good to see you.
And that's why I put a
And
lot of.
you know
That's
what?
why I put a lot of women. Huh? Go ahead.
This one right here, Life with Bobby. The thing is if he has major behavior or mental health issues and he's in a group home and they can help him where you can't, that's okay. At least you were willing to get him the help he needs. That's being a good parent.
Yep.
The
Exactly.
ones that it's the ones that don't give their kids the help they need. So don't, you are not a failure by far. That is one of the hardest things to do is to get your child help when there's those kinds of issues.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's why we're all on this planet. We're here to help each other. It may not be, you know, most people don't take people's advice even when they talk to them. The hardest thing is admit that you don't know, and it takes somebody else's advice, especially if you haven't taken it, you know, or tried it before, should I say, not taken it.
Exactly. Tough love is hard.
You know, and sometimes that tough love's not only for the other person, it's for the person giving it too.
Okay,
Because
thanks, Pedro.
I guarantee there's a lot of people out there that have never given tough love. Some are dead set against it. Oh, I don't believe in tough love. Blah, 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 blah. You can do it all with kindness. No, everything is not done with kindness. Societies were not built in kindness. Think about it. We had a society of kindness when the world was created. And that went to shit. We got kicked out for the Garden of Eden, and then we had sin and everything else freaking come along with it as punishment. So yeah, you can have kindness to others, but on some things you can't. You got to have that tough love. Sorry. Like
Yep.
nowadays, do you give $20 to that homeless person that's holding a sign? You know, he's got his fingernails freaking manicured. You know, he's wearing crappy clothes. He's got a dirty face. He said, "We'll work for food. Please help." But you notice right off the bat, he's wearing a Rolex and he's got his hands manicured. Are you going to give that person a $20 bill to help
And he's
him
got
out?
$200 tennis shoes on. Yeah.
Yeah, shit like that. Now, get a job. I have not yet heard one of the beggars say, "I can't get a job because the illegals got all the jobs."
Exactly, Cheshire. You have to go through something in order to appreciate it, where you are and where you could have been.
Yeah. In the long run, when it's all said and over, you're going to find out your child's going to be like, you love me so much to let me get the help I really needed. I know as
Exactly.
yourself, you couldn't do it by yourself as one person because I was too much to handle and needed a group of people. Don't get me wrong, I'm not mixing this with these people that thought, oh, it takes a community to raise a child. Bull fucking shit. It takes the right people to raise a
Exactly.
child, not the community. Look how many wackos we've got in every community in this country, let alone the world. Ever heard
Yep.
of Pizzagate?
I'm sure most of them have. If not, yeah,
Yeah, so think about
kind
it.
of crackers.
Yeah. Well, needless to say, that's why it takes the right people, not the community.
Yep.
Yeah.
True that, B Mitch. I mean, I can tell you a life story. Back, my oldest grandson, which will be 14 on March 31st, the day he was born, he was put into my custody because his mom was an alcoholic and my son was on the street using heroin. I had him for 5 years. They're both very good parents now, both doing very well. And granted, they're not together. His mom is remarried, and I have a granddaughter from her. And my son is doing phenomenal. He's been sober for 8 years. So, yep. But it happens. And I literally put my son in jail. I had him arrested for him to go to treatment. It was court ordered. He went and he's never turned back.
Oh,
Talk about tough love. Watch your kid get arrested. Uh huh.
yeah.
And that you're the one that put him there.
Yeah.
Yep. So sometimes you have to do what you have to do. I had a lot of people angry with me, his grandparents, et cetera, that I did what I did. And I asked them this question: what does a parent want most for their child? A roof over their head, food in their stomach, and to know that they're safe. Correct? Nobody could deny that. And that was the only way I could have done what done that for him is to have him arrested. So, oh yeah, he has thanked me over and over, told me he'd never know how to, make it up to me, all of what I did. But I told him he didn't have to. That was just what needed to be done at the time. Hmm. Not saying it was easy, but
Yeah.
yeah.
The best things
So
in life aren't easy. You got to remember that too.
nope, nope. And so that I just wanted Life with Bobby to know that, yep, sometimes you have to do things for your kids that are really hard. And I
Mm-hmm.
was not prepared to take on a baby at that time or anything else, but I did that part too.
Yeah.
I was still working, 6
Yeah.
p.m. to 6 a.m. shifts, and my husband went to drive. He started driving inner city so that he had him at night when I was working. He came off the road just for that reason. Hmm. So we did it. It's doable. You just have to figure things out sometimes.
Yeah. I remember when it first going on, that person being arrested, it's gonna hate you.
Yep.
It's your fault. Everything is everybody else's. Until the program starts working and they finally start realizing, yeah, it wasn't about them, it's about me.
I angry.
Hey, angry. What do you mean
Good
high noon?
morning.
Why don't you step
You're
up here
high
on
as
this
eagle.
up
It
these
says you're
stairs
high
and
as
put your
eagle nut.
yeah. Why don't you put your head in this rope loop and we'll play hangman and see if you win or not. Yeah, he probably didn't see the meme. He's
Yep.
always late.
And like with Bobby, I question myself all the time with him. What did I do wrong? You know what I'm saying? What made him do the things he did? But it wasn't me. I eventually had to tell myself it wasn't you. You did everything you could do right, and he made choices and decisions that were beyond your control.
Well,
So
Shift,
you
remember,
have to understand that.
Shift, if somebody's got a lot of problems, they're acting like an ass. And you can't lead an ass to water and make them drink.
Fact.
You know? So you got to put them in the program until they get thirsty, then they'll start drinking. Ah,
Yay.
but they'll be kicking and hee-hawing the whole freaking time.
Angry, he's still staying on my prayer list through the weekend, just so
Awesome.
you know.
Yeah. We got quite a few people on our prayer list, and we're still praying for all of them. We
Yep.
don't stop until at least a week after, unless they're asked for us to keep doing it longer. So, and there's a lot of prayer warriors we got out there, so we just pass it on through messages. Because not everybody can be
Exactly,
with
B.
us.
Mitch.
But remember, in the Bible, even God never promised that everything was going to be all hunky dory.
Nope.
You know, and everybody experiences. If you work hard, you earn it yourself. You appreciate the rewards a whole lot better. I don't think there's one person in chat that's never given a gift that is that the person eventually is not appreciated that gift because they didn't earn it. If they go out there and earn it and freaking they strive for it and they get it, they appreciate that a whole lot more. I'll use an example back in the 70s and 80s, worked our asses off
Oh,
to get it.
blessings. He's been on my prayer list too, vote for Pedro. That is so good to hear that he's out of the hospital. Awesome.
You know, baby steps, got to get him out of the hospital because the hospital's the worst place to be after you start recovering because you don't want to be around all those sick people. No pun intended in it, but you do get sicker when you're staying in a hospital for long periods of time. So, hey, and I think today's National Certified Nurses Day, if I remember correctly. Shift.
I know. And I don't have to retest until the end of August. So I still
No,
have all my stuff, believe it or not.
no. I think since it's National Certified Nurses Day, we need a certified shift on this channel. So let's
Okay.
come up with a test. Come up with your hardest, craziest question to see if Shift can get it right.
Oh no. Not this morning. Come out today. I'm still not even powered on sleep.
Mm-hmm. And mine's pretty easy.
Okay. We'll see.
What is the most important nutrient to digest in the morning?
The most important what?
Nutrient to digest in the morning.
Yeah, you got me on that. I'm not sure because it depends on what you're eating, that what your stomach digests.
Life with Bobby. Ding, 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 ding. You're a certified nurse. Life
That
with Bobby.
that's not a nutrient. That's just life.
No. Coffee is life. Coffee is a
Yeah.
nutrient your body needs. I'm
No, it's
sorry.
the caffeine.
Yeah, it's a nutrient. Your body needs it to go, get it go. Yeah.
Oh, CB Mitch disagrees. She says water and ginger tea. So there you go.
No. Because the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning, you gotta go pee. You're dispelling all that water. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Amen, Cheshire. You pray for them to receive it. People have blessings waiting, but they got to believe they received it, not by sight. Praise Him when you feel horrible. Praise is your power source against the enemy.
No.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you so much. I
Sorry,
think we
B
all
Mitch.
can use that.
No.
Rubbernecker, how are you, honey?
B Mitch is just gonna have to stay as CNA. He doesn't get to move up to an RN. Not certified.
Coffee is not a protein, though, either. It's an
I didn't say it was a
enzyme.
protein. I said a nutrient.
You,
And you said
okay.
it plenty of times. Coffee is life. Without coffee,
Uh-huh.
you can't get anything going, and you
No,
need
without
nutrients to
coffee,
get
some
going.
people may lose their life, is how I put it. Don't
Yeah,
talk to me till I have my first cup of coffee.
yeah.
Yup, for sure. So,
Yeah.
what's
So
on your agenda for the day?
I gotta put
Anything fun?
I gotta put a regulator in my one of my vehicle doors, and then all my windows will be working properly. And I may go take me a cruise around the neighborhood, moving my window up and down just to show the
Just to do
neighborhood,
it?
hey, I got working windows again. Woo!
Oh, that's so much fun. Don't you have to take like the door panel off and everything to put that
All
in?
that's off. It's been off. I've been
Oh,
waiting
okay.
for it to get in, and yeah. So it's not going to take as long as having to take everything apart again. So
Well,
the
that's
fun part
good,
the fun part's going to be putting everything back on.
right?
Yeah, but that could be doable in like 20 minutes as long as the regulator goes in there the right way.
Hmm. Well, is it just the switch in there, or
No, it's the bracket with the wire and all
okay,
that.
it's that whole piece. I
Yeah,
thing is
yeah.
I've seen
I
it
took
done
all
so
that.
many times.
Yeah, I've taken that part off already, and I'm waiting to put the new one on there. So put it on there, secure, plug it in, test it, and I'm pretty sure it's going to work. And then
Yeah,
just start putting the door together again. So
Ginger Ninja, I love you. You need to put a regulator in that flux capacitor.
now that's Kellum. He's the one that gets the free biofuel at his job
Uh
site
huh.
for the flux capacitor. So, and Kellum was in this morning. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's working right now, so he won't be able to be here.
Yepers.
Yeah. And let's see. Oh, we did do an hour. Cool.
Yeah, we did an hour already.
Uh,
Time went
has the
fast.
has the hubby shown up yet?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
me and him are gonna have a sit down real quick, and then I'm not sure from there. I may have time to get a few things done before Silver Paws goes live. I
Yeah.
am not sure.
1:30 Central,
Yep.
and I can't remember. I want to say it's Nash Landings again channel.
Yeah, nope, it's Silver Paws' channel. I did post it on my community page.
Oh, okay.
Nash Landings and Adam Hitman Hartman will be there.
Yeah. And
So,
of course I got Big Joe, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central. Grow Big TV.
yep,
Talk about dirt,
not
microgreens,
just, yeah, I'm excited for that one. If I miss it, I'd definitely be watching it in the morning.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
the restream.
That's usually when I watch most of his streams. I feel really bad, but I try to
All right,
pop in,
Wayne.
give him a thumbs up, and
Yeah.
yep. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
we may have a blessed day. Give Lily a hug.
Be mad. They say glass of water before bed, and when you wake up.
Thanks for buzzing in again for me, B. Love ya.
Yeah,
But
yeah, a
on
lot of
that
doctors.
note,
Yeah, a lot of doctors be saying don't drink water at least an hour to 2 hours before bed. No liquids. That way you don't have to wake up in the middle of the night to go pee. So I don't know. I don't know about that glass of water before bed. But
yep.
yeah. So shift kickers. Hold on, I'm gonna be psychic. I got a feeling she's gonna say something, and it's something she always repeats. Oh yeah, copy is life. Oh no, that's the wrong one. What are you gonna say?
Stay blessed, not stressed, guys. Smile at somebody. You never know how to change their day. And check on your neighbors.
Yeah, but
You don't
remember,
see one, go check on them. Mm-hmm.
remember, you're doing the best you can, and nobody's going to rag on you. Don't be so hard on yourself, because all you can do is your best. Learn from your mistakes and make yourself better, because that's what makes everything perfect in an unperfect world. And remember,
Amen.
tell your loved ones you love them, even if you're mad at them, because you know what's going to happen in 5 minutes, 24 hours. Hell, Sif might go crazy. She finds out she's out of coffee. I ain't going to be around. I'm going to my bunker at that point. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for subscribing. Hopefully, we'll see you somewhere around the streams today. Check out Chip Kicker's community page. If you want to know where we're at. Right, Chip?
Yep. Right.
Love
And
y'all.
I'm just gonna say,
Yeah.
without chat, we wouldn't come up, or we would, and we'd just be talking to each other anyway, which is okay too. But we do
Yeah.
love you.
Yes, we do. Y'all make it. Y'all are the experts. Just remember, fact check everything. Even what
Yep.
me and Chip say, because, sometimes we're just low on coffee and, we don't know what we're talking about anymore. But we love you. On that note,
Bye.
here you go.